Welcome to Code with Shaz. In this video, we're going to automate your browser using Browser Use, an open source library that combines the power of AI with real browser control. We're talking about a fully working AI agent that can browse the web, fill out forms, click buttons, and extract information, all on its own. And the best part is we are setting this up from scratch on Windows. So whether you are a beginner or you have been coding for years, you can follow right along. Here's what we're going to cover today: what Browser Use is and how it works, installing Python, UV, and Playwright, setting up your API key, writing your first AI browser agent, running a live task, and watching it go. So if you're ready to stop clicking and start automating, let's get into it. If you find this helpful, drop a like and subscribe to Code with Shaz. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Alright, let's go. So what exactly is Browser Use? Normally, to automate a browser, you would have to write super specific code. Click this button, go to this URL, find this element, and if the website changed, your whole script would break. Browser Use is different. As you can see from the demo here, you can use it to fill the form. And instead of telling the browser exactly what to click, you just describe the task in plain English, and AI figures out the rest. So here's what happens under the hood. You give it a task, it sends that to an AI model like ChatGPT 4 or Claude, and then a library called Playwright actually controls a real Chromium browser window. The AI watches the screen, decides what to do, clicks, types, scrolls, just like a human would. You can literally watch it work in real time. It's open source, free to use, and the only cost is your API key. Genuinely one of the coolest Python libraries out there right now, and we are going to have it running on your machine in minutes. First, let's make our directory here, mk. I'm going to do mkdir. It's going to be my browser agent. You can see we have a directory now. Let me clear everything. So let me let me see into my browser folder, my browser. Let me clear everything. So now we are on our my browser agent. So first I'm going to install UV. I'm going to install pip install UV. I've already installed UV, so I'm just going to make sure that if you want to go ahead, you can use the UV. So basically what UV is a fast Python package and project manager. Think of it as a modern replacement for PIP and VENV combined, but much faster. So let's start with the command here. You can see that UV is already installed. I'm going to create a UV, VENV. I'm going to create my environment here. So I'm going to use Python 3.12, which I have installed. You can see that it's already satisfied. So I have Python version, let's see, I have 3.12.3. So you can see I already have this one. So let me now install PIP and Chromium. So this command is going to install our browser use. You can see UV PIP install browser use python.environment. So I already installed this, so it shouldn't take too much time. So because you can see that it's already there, it's already installed. So now I'm going to install Playwright, and Playwright basically installs Chromium, because Chrome is the browser that Playwright uses to control everything. Because Playwright cannot use a Chrome, so it has to use a Chromium browser. Let me install Playwright now. So you can see the Playwright is installed. Let me open with the VS Code. So I am in my VS Code. So the first thing I need to do, I need to create an environment file to make sure we have our API keys stored. So I'm going to create a .env file, and in that file I'm gonna store my key. So basically the key, how it's going to work, you can use either ChatGPT or you can use Claude. Claude is basically a UI agent from Anthropic. I'm going to use Anthropic here, and I'm not going to show my key, but basically you can just need to enter your key here. So once you enter your key in the environment field, we need to create our Python file. So I'm going to create a file called agent.py, and I'm going to copy some code which I already written before. I'll explain you the code. So what the code does, basically from the agent imports the browser use, and it's a chat anthropic, so you can use either you can use chat OpenAI, or you can use the browser use, chat browser use. You can use any one of them. I'm using Anthropic here, and my model is going to be Claude Sonnet 4.6. So in the model, I'm using Claude Sonnet, and you can see you can also use Chat OpenAI model, Chat GPT 4.0. But I'm using Claude Sonnet because I have some credits from Claude. So you can see if I go back to the browser, you can see I have I'm going to the platform Claude.com. I have some balance there. I have $4. So basically, you need to have an API key here, and you need to have some balance, because if you don't have any balance, it will not work. So you can basically go to console.claude.com and create your API key, and you can add some balance here. So basically, this is what my task is. You go to google.com and search for browser use Python, and then click the first result. That's my task, and I'm going to be passing this task to Claude Sonnet. Chrome browser window will open, and the AI agent will carry out the task automatically. And you can see once it searches it will click on the first task. So let me run the code now. So you see it's doing some pre-configuring, and open the Chromium browser. Let me make it visible. You can see that it's running some task in the background now, and now it's passing to model, and then you can see that it entered browser use Python, and it carried out the task. So I'm not doing anything right now. Everything is done by the browser agent. So you see it clicked the first link, and we are in the GitHub page now, and the same page that we were showing before. So let's go back to the terminal here. You can see that it carried out a few tasks. You did step 1, and then basically in the step 1, it just say type browser Python, the search box, and submit the search. And you can see step 2. Next goal is to click the first search result, the GitHub browser use, and the link. So this is the second step it did. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and let me know what next videos you would like to see. Thank you for watching.